Hello. Hello. Hey everybody, welcome. How's everybody? Can you hear me? Next, well, anyway, the early word is from the early bird. This is not necessarily going to happen, but next year's World Senior is preliminarily going to be held in Serbia. Serbia, Baranja Banja. Next World Senior Championship. So, for that gift sub, Bijak has to come to the World Senior next year and be my biggest fan. Um, yes. Yes, it's a spa. It's a spa town south of, in the south of Belgrade, to the south, deep in the Serbian. Oh, there's a amateur world championship there tomorrow, so they must be doing a lot of organizing tournaments there. In history, there were famous tournaments there. Let's Slad you get it right second time. Whatever, man. Whatever. In Hungarian, it's Banya. I don't know. Vernjaka. Vernjaka Banya. I'll say it in English, in American English, okay? Vernjaka Banja. Vernjaka Banja. Now, if I'm obviously an expert in Serbian pronunciations, I know. All right, so what do we got? Zen Chess is here. Now, who is Panakin Skywalker again? Is that the Riddler's new account, or was that someone else? No, wait, Panakin Skywalker wasn't the Riddler, right? Chess Riddler? I'm confused. He had a new account. Anyway. Okay, Sparkle Horse Zen Chess, Flower Person, Panakin Skywalker, The Mysterious Dweep, Schumacher, Corona Suki? Corona, did I say that right? Asterbate? Hold on a second. Hello? Some weird sounds outside. I don't know what it was. I was freaking out. So, all right, guys. Tournament Tuesday. Back to the regular schedule. Mr. Coffee's here. Thanks for subscribing. 96 months only. Happy 8 years. 96. Honap. Hungarian. Honapos. Welcome back, friends. Nice to see Zen Chess. So, Nefedov, Cheesy Noob. Very few people really followed my forum chat in the Pawnda and Horses Club. I need to be more social media oriented, so I didn't really know if anybody was paying attention to my... Oh shit, my door. Okay. I can't close the door for some reason. Anyway, so we didn't get much input from you guys. I didn't feel that much love this year. But I'm not as invested in the social media as I should be, because chess can learn a lot from poker. Whatever. I mean, dude, if I saw this quote, I apologize in advance for the stupid quote. Like, if I had seen this quote, if I had seen there was a Jennifer Shoddy quote, I would have like deleted the tournament and started a new one. It's not as bad as Susan Polgar, but okay. Chess could learn a lot about self-promotion from poker. No. All right, no. Seriously, I don't want to see that. Okay, we've got 8 players, only 6 minutes to go. 2 hours. I made the tournament 2 hours. I just can't stand seeing that Jennifer Shoddy quote. It's driving me crazy. It's like the blogs. It's like in your face, you know. I don't want to see blogs when I log in. I want to turn it off. Can I turn it off? Don't make me see Jennifer Shahadi quotes, okay? Come on, seriously. Can we get a real player quote? Sparkle Horse, Zen Chess, Flower Child, Panikin Skywalker, Dweep, Schumacher. Make sure this player's not blocked or something. Okay. Dweep, Schumacher, welcome back. Congratulations on your subscription. You write more in your games, but it's impossible to communicate on Lichess blog pages. What? Blog pages? No, I meant my Lichess forum. But I should really create like a better social media place for interacting with everybody. I don't know. I'm not that into Discord. I kind of hate Facebook. I don't know what to do. You know, I should really start Patreon or something. But I don't know. I don't know what I should do. You know, I don't like the Lichess forums either. I don't like Facebook. I don't use Instagram. I don't like Discord. Yeah, no, I hate the blogs. But I mean, why don't they let you disable them? You know, little click, like just little option there. Disable blogs on front page of Lichess. Because Lichess is not supposed to be about advertising. It's supposed to be the opposite, like no advertising. But it's actually a lie. Because every time you turn on Lichess, all you get is this freaking blogs in your face, blasting advertisements at you, you know. And they'd have like little disclaimers or something, but it's annoying, you know. And the same thing with this quote here, this Jennifer Shahadi quote. I don't want to see a Jennifer Shahadi quote on my tournament, dude. Is berserking enabled in this arena? Yes. Alright. We're going to have to time you out, Smurfette, for that. Nope. Smurfette got denied. Sorry. That's been denied. Alright. Used a banned word. But I'm not gonna time you out. We're just gonna deny it. How to join the event. You have to be a member of our team. In order to be a member of our team, the Pawnda Blitz Club, you have to submit a request to join. In order to do that, you have to have 100 games, approximately. Nothing happened. Exactly, you said a bad word. I'm sorry, it was a very minor infraction. It's a shadow ban from the Shadow Minister. Yeah, anyway, 8 players, welcoming requests to join our team. Only 8 players at the moment, but I don't know why Cheesy Noob's not in. I don't know why. I don't know. You know, I'm just a caveman. I don't know why Nefedov's not in the tournament. I don't know why Cheesy Noob's not in the tournament. Is that a trick? Are you guys waiting for the first round and then you like late join? I know, seriously, there's the Silent. Where's Silent? What's Silent's name? Wait, where did Silent go? There was somebody Silent Assassin. Silent but Deadly would be better. I agree. Yeah. That's a way better name. Probably taken, though. You know. Yeah. So, well, we're back. I'm back from the World Senior. Don't want to talk about the last round. I should have drawn. But drawing, like, it didn't really matter. I had to, like, win the last round with black against the guy who didn't lose a game the whole tournament. I mean, it's a fucking hopeless situation. There wasn't a huge difference between losing and drawing, just like 500 euros and 5 rating points or something, but I should have played, if I was going to lose, I should have, like, gone all out and gone nuts. Instead, I played solid and lost. Anyway, my join request is being reviewed by a crew member, okay? A crewed member. Let's see. Yeah, it's being reviewed at this moment. Let me see. No. You have 80, you have over 100 games. You're accepted. Congratulations. Yeah, all they ask is that people have over 100 Blitz games. It's not asking that much. Nothing wrong with draws. Oh my god. There was no option to take a draw. The guy was afraid that disgusting guy on board 2 would win. He had to be careful. There was no draw on the table, you know. I didn't offer draw. My opponent didn't offer draw. It wasn't a situation where he could offer draw because the lucky guy could win another game. You know, I don't know how many games that Georgian guy, like, got lucky. It was like 10 times or something. No, nobody could take a draw on board 1, man. I mean, the dude could win. The way he was going, he'd probably beat Motwani with black, you know, from a lost position or something. He drew a lost position. So there was no thought of an actual, like, offering a draw. Yeah. Wasn't really an option, you know. Just a question of how I'm going to play. My opponent couldn't really accept the draw until he was sure that board 2 wouldn't be a win for black. And at that point, he would accept a draw. But I didn't need a draw. I needed to win. You know, I needed to win. You know, if I won my last round game, Nefedov, I would have gotten the Grandmaster norm. So there's a problem with draws. If you take a draw, you get no Grandmaster norm. Yep. I was 1 win away from a Grandmaster norm. All right, so we've got starting tournament. Yeah, Nefedov draws. Too many draws for Nefedov, as always. All right, we're white. First round, it's Cheesy Noob. It's 3+2. No E4. No, you know what? The organization at the tournament, it was horrible because it's Cristina Rigo and company. This for-profit Italian, like, consortium. So nobody bothered to tell anyone that a medal would be a Grandmaster norm. I had no idea that a win in the last round would give me a GM norm. Literally. I have no idea. So, it's nice to know after the fact. It really is. So they should really tell the players, but who cares about little details, like telling the players they could make a Grandmaster norm, you know, before the game starts. Who cares about that? I mean, the important thing is that they're making money for their little private venture. You know, I had no idea. If I win, I get a bronze medal and I get a GM norm. That wasn't forced, though. You know, I mean, in order for that to even be possible, it was a really, like, long shot situation. The disgusting guy on board 2 couldn't win, and Kazgaleyev couldn't win. And the chances of both those things happening, you know, wasn't that high, although they were both black. In order for me to make a GM norm, not only I had to win my game, but I also had to be lucky on the other boards too. So it was really kind of a weird situation. It was like basically I had to do what you would call in horse racing a trifecta. You have to get like every bet right, like all 3. Cheesy Noob, it's very strange, dude. Not only do I have to win, but the other 2 top boards have to go the way I need them to go. And the statistical chances of that, I think, you know, is quite low. They should tell you, yeah, of course. Be nice to know. I wonder if Cheesy Noob sits around playing bullet chess all day. Because that's not a good thing to do, you know, honestly. Bullet chess is bad for your health. Oh no, it's mate. No way, it's mate. It's not mate. Oh my god, it's not mate. I thought I had mate. I had a discovery. Why is Cheesy Noob so out of his mind? Does he drink too much caffeine? Is he like Balzac? Drinking 50 cups of coffee a day? What do you guys think it is? What is it? Is it about the coffee? Balzac. You pronounced it wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We have to defend that first. Okay. So what are you threatening? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, this is a very bad game. Last year I didn't have such a good chance. This is like a new rule too. I've really had enough. Do you ever resign? This is increment blitz. I could see playing like this if you berserk. Why is he playing like this when he's not berserking? Did you have to what? Change your approach? Hi, where do I live? I live in Budapest, as always. HGG. Change my approach. No, I didn't change any approaches. I just played better. I was warmed up, you know. Got to get warmed up. It's pretty typical for me, you know. I played better as the tournament went on to the last round, when I just lost to drawn position for no apparent reason. She's why so crazy? Seems like everything was. It just seems that way because my results are better, but I didn't really change anything. Hindsight is 2020, right, Mr. Coffee? I learned a new Hungarian expression today. Maybe HGG has heard this before, but there's this thing called lépcsőház, like lépcsőház thinking, which means like stairway thinking. It's like after you leave the house and you're in the stairway, you have a different way of looking at things. It's hindsight is 2020. Once you get in the stairwell. All right. So HEG in first place for now. 2-hour arena. Zen chess in second. I'm not going to berserk too much. Only 14 players. Yeah, this organizer is very bad. They organized the CC World Senior and this one. I sent them an email yesterday about how to claim my prize. No response. No, lépcsőház. Lépcsőház, right? The step house. The stairs. Stairs thinking. Not lépcső. Lépcsőház. Like after you leave the house and you're on the steps, you have this idea of what you should have said or done. Basically, it's an expression I didn't know, you know. It's all easy after the fact, right? Wow, Wing Gambit. Yeah, I had a friend, kind of a friend of me, that they used to play this. Bishop b5 is weird. I've never seen that before. That's an important piece, you know. Giving up your light square bishop. Are you sure you want to do that? I guess it's okay. Jeez. This is kind of disturbing. Now what do I do? Holy A3. I don't like this. I've never seen anyone like give up their light square bishop before in one of these wing gambits. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, that bishop is... Oh, you're also giving up your bishop. Okay. That's fine. No. Shrivanan. He's 1800. He uses no time. That's very popular around here. The idea of using no time. You guys know this is 3+2. Hello, Team Sharkbait. Oh, man. Did you know that orcas are killing great white sharks to eat their livers? They're not just, like, eating them. They're eating them specifically to eat their livers. How weird is that? Oh, there's a great white... I love the taste of their livers. Let's go kill some great white sharks and eat their livers. Can you imagine, like, orcas are, like, faking this? They're, like, hunting... It's crazy. Just specifically to eat their livers. They're like liver vampires. Great white shark liver. I feel like some liver today. How about you guys? They've been repeating this behavior now. I didn't know like great white shark liver was so tasty. Have you ever heard anyone eating shark liver? How is this guy 1800? All right. Shark liver. My favorite. I bet Japanese like shark liver. Chinese eat shark fin soup, right? Shark is tasty. I had Mako shark. But that's a pretty cool fact you guys probably didn't know about, right? Learn something new every day. How's this endgame? I don't know about this. This endgame is a little bit sketch. I don't know if I like this. I don't like that knight on... I don't like the knight on... I'll tell you right now. I don't like the knight on c5. It's too strong. That's a kind of problem. Yes. This guy's pretty scary. Oh my god, you pre-moved rook a6. He must be a kid. Don't pre-move, come on, you got a lot of time. This is ridiculous. You only know the fried liver, not the shark liver. Can you imagine? You got all that delicious shark there and you're just eating their livers? Like, what are these orcas thinking? I would go for, like, you know, rump steak or something. So anyway, we always have interesting conversations here. So, you know, feel free to ask anything. A blunder out of anxiousness. You had knight f, you have to play knight f6 check. And then the endgame is bad for white, but with the pawn on f6, maybe there was still some chance. That's kind of an annoying... if they kill a bull shark, they say, nah, this liver isn't good enough. Is it a sin that you ate shark fin soup? No. There's more sharks where that came from. I guess it depends what kind of shark they made it from, right? If it's like an endangered shark. Sharks are just another kind of fish, really. Alright, better than eating like human, you know, human-based soup. That would be kind of sinful. At least you're not a cannibal. Like, I mean, orcas eating sharks, it just seems kind of weird, you know? They have to team up, though. They do, like, team hunting. 5 orcas versus 1 shark. They have to, like, turn them upside down somehow. They have this technique. The orcas have this technique to turn the sharks upside down. And then the sharks are, like, disoriented. And they can't, like, bite. So if you ever get attacked by a shark, turn it upside down. Alright, guys, what's up? 3 + 2, we're back. Don't forget to turn... Oh, and a little bit of dog handling. If you get attacked by a dog, I learned an interesting technique from Grandmaster Alonso Zapata. He said you have to grab the dog by the ears. You grab... When it goes to jump on you and, like, bite you, you grab it by the ears and you push it down real hard. You got to have a lot of composure to do that. Always grab the dog by the ears. And then you can control it. You know, he's been watching too many YouTube videos about this. What if you miss? You know, what if they have... What if the dog has slippery ears? You know? Alright. If you're training an attack dog, make sure to put, like, you know, some kind of slippery substance on the ears. I don't know, he just watches, like, videos about stuff. So, I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Alright. It takes a lot of reaction time. A lot of reaction time to to grab dog by the ears. And just hope they're not slippery. No, you know what's funny about orcas too? They do things like they bring food for humans. Although I never heard of them like bringing a shark liver. They've been known to like leave like gifts for humans. Seriously. They show up at like the harbor and like drop a fish on the they'll drop a fish like on the dock as a present for people. They're very intelligent. They give people presents. Dr. Chip Chance, wow. Are you fast enough, bro? Do I want to play A4? What am I even doing here? I don't think this is the answer. Maybe I'm still okay. I think this is one of those draw variations. We're eligible to eat raw shark tiger liger. So A2 is weak, huh? So I have to do this crap, and then and it's like a draw. This is John Donaldson's favorite position. Yeah. Am I supposed to take on E7 check there? Wait, do I have that? Did I actually have that? I didn't have that, did I? Shark liver draw. Inaccurately played by Dr. Chip Chance. He's supposed to play bishop d4 check first. Now my king goes to f1. You're supposed to play bishop d4 check first. Ligers. Yeah, why? Yeah, I've heard of this, actually. That's a real thing, Ligers. Yeah. The wonderful world of Sledgy, where we learn all kinds of interesting things. Dog handling. Shark liver. I pick up things in my travels. I'm a chess player. I don't get enough socialization. Of course, the elephant in the room, of course, is the death of Daniel Naroditsky. And that's a sad thing, although I never knew him. It does bring up the issue of chess players, you know, and social interaction. And, you know, I think this is something that we need to talk about. Because, like, you know, Kramnik, whatever, he's a horrible person and a troll, but ultimately the real question is, like, where was the poor guy's, like, where was his, like, friends and family, you know? Where was his, I'm thinking, like, where is Daniel Naroditsky's, like, support network? Very sad. Yeah. All right. That's the elephant in the room. You know what I hate is people making blogs about it on Lead Chess. There's some really... It's unbelievable. They're going to blog about it? Like you're profiting from like, talking about that? That's gross, dude. Another thing is if I die, alright? I'm serious, guys. This is serious. This is not a joke. If I die, please don't let, like, the New York Times or whoever ask Gotham Chess, you know, to give some thoughts about my life, you know. Because I couldn't think of anything, like, more stupid. That's just, it's ridiculous. Like, default go to Gotham Chess and ask for his, like, you know, eulogy about Daniel Naroditsky. It's disgusting. As if, like, you know, the only thing they had in common is the fact that they both played bullet chess, probably, but in Gotham Chess's case, not very well. But it's so gross, you know. They would ask such a disgusting person for, you know, some words about such a good person. Please, Mr. Coffee, make sure you don't let them go, you know, go asking for some... Yeah, this is a draw. This is a draw. John Donaldson draw variation. All right, let's just draw. Draw. All right, good game. Sorry, I didn't play very fast and very well. Misunderstood. So who is that? And when did they join our team? Just on my road to improve at chess. A casual streamer, no less. Yeah, it's just a coincidence that all the ratings are 2205. Because that's normal. Alright. Misunderstood is 2205, 2205, 2205. It has like that. Remember who used to do that? Demetrius? They would make all the ratings the same. It's just a coincidence. I feel like they tried to help, however he was so hurt. I'm not blaming his friends, but I had the feeling like his parents... I don't know, man. Where's his parents? They put a lot of pressure on him and stuff. I don't know. It's not my. I'm not an expert. I just felt like he didn't have enough support. He was too isolated. In the old days, when we walked uphill, both ways to school, we weren't reliant on the internet. Now we're reliant on the internet for our social. It's pretty bad. We're relying on the internet for a social interaction, right? Not good. Oh, my last round game. Oh my God, no. Capablanca. Oh no. Mikulewski didn't play c3. I wonder why. Why do you guys think he didn't play c3? Man, I can't believe Chizinu didn't trade his knight off for nothing on... He didn't trade his knight off for nothing on f6. Dude, you need to slow down. Oh, he still didn't trade his knight off for nothing. That's weird. I'm going to grab that bishop. Grab him by the bishop. It's not just Naroditsky. I mean, all the chess prodigies run this risk of having, like, no social life because all they do is play, like, bullet chess online and stuff like that. Obviously, not just chess players, but everybody, I mean, video gamers, streamers, whatever, what have you. Anyone who's living life on the internet is going to be likely to maybe have some sort of issues about being lonely or not getting, the psychological help or support they need. It's sad. All right. Take that from a lonely internet chess streamer. All right, so king takes d7. We're gonna grab the two bishops. We're good here. We're very good now. I'm very good. That's not a good move. Probably. I shouldn't rush with. I shouldn't rush here. We got tons of time. I'm sorry, I never watched Naroditsky. I don't watch other streamers. I don't have time. But everybody seemed to like him, and I think he seemed like a good guy. So it is a very sad thing. F5. What are you gonna do about that, bro? How do you like F5? No problem. He doesn't like bishops. He had 2 chances to trade his bishop off. He didn't. Look what happened. Oh no. Oh, no. No. Wait a minute. Oh, no. The London bishop. Free Starbucks? Birthday tomorrow? You got a Starbucks gift card? For your birthday? Congratulations. That's awesome. Starbucks is divesting in the China market, I heard today. In the Chinese market. I'm just not going to get to that Chinese Starbucks, sadly. So, what was I going to say before that? Someone said, as Trump said. Trump said a lot of things. Just do the opposite of whatever Trump says. If Trump says, like, don't vote for Mamdani in New York City, well, obviously, That's what you should do. You know, it's so easy. You just do the opposite. You know, if you want to do the right thing, just automatically do the opposite of whatever Donald Trump says. It makes life so much easier. You know, you don't even have to think. It's such a good, you know, basic rule to live by. But anyway, election day today in the United States, California, very important. Proposition 50. Huge, huge, important election there. What else? New Jersey, Virginia governors races. New York City mayor. Okay, I mean, a New York City mayor is important in New York City, but I mean, it's not important really. Obviously, Andrew Cuomo is a total loser. But he's like, oh no, Trump didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He's trying to say Trump didn't endorse him. He said he just doesn't want. You know, he just wants. He's against Madami. But I'm like, dude, there's a Republican candidate in the election, and he's endorsing you, not the Republican guy. Terrible, right? No, the New York City mayor's race doesn't really have a lot of importance for the national scheme of things. Oh shit. Oh no. No. That's not gonna fly. Check. Cheesy Noob should really, you know, get more love for bishops. He doesn't have enough love for bishops. What does he have against the Catholic Church? Oh no. I guess I should... No, if I take that way, I'm still trapped. I gotta get out, right? He trapped me. So I'm free. Dormitron. As an Eastern Europe coffee drinker, what's so special about Starbucks? I don't go to Starbucks. I mean, you know, there's one down the street, at the end of the street. Yeah, I avoid Starbucks too. Nothing. But, you know, if you don't know any better and you're a tourist, I guess it's a thing to do, because it's like a default. By default, it's not that bad, probably. But yeah, I mean, if you're from... I mean, I just was in Italy, and the coffee was good. And, very good. Even, like, the hotel, like, machine coffee was good. So, of course not. Even if you live in America, like, what kind of idiot goes to Starbucks instead of, like, a good local cafe? I'm not advocating for Starbucks. We hate Starbucks. I hate chess.com too. Who wants to root for the massive monopoly, you know? You should stop drinking French roast if you don't like bitter. Great coffee in Italy though. I had this ground coffee here from before, and I just like had it now. My first coffee when I got back, and it was like awful. I was like, oh my god, that's horrible. This ground coffee I had bought before I went to Italy, I had a cup of it. It was like, oh my god, it's like horrific. Dunkin' Donuts. Oh yeah, Mr. Coffee's a Dunkin' Donuts supporter. Oh no. Oh no. The embattled king. Embattlements. Dr. Chance said, I'm in first place. Yes. Alright guys, I shortened this arena to 2 hours, because 2.5 is a bit much. We're just doing 2 hours tonight, and then we're going to be back with Analysis Stream Thursday. Maybe I keep playing the same people. Oh, there's only 3 players. No, we have a lot now. He's berserking now. Oh no. Doctor... I call him Doctor. Stop with that stupid B4 crap. Natural coffee from your local. Local what? Local 104. What if I play knight c6 now? Oh, you'll do that anyway, right? You'll just do bishop e5. It's a panacea. The panacea variation. So I have to take. He's like holding me hostage. I don't like the way the last game went down. I mean, bishop a6 is okay. But it's like the same position now. He just ripped my knight when I played knight h6. Oh, there's that again. I'm half tempted to... It's exactly the same position. I don't know about knight h6 taking it. I didn't like that last game. Queen b6. Because how do you defend? You have to defend that. Oh no, he doesn't care. Okay. Central pawns are not important. He was in Thailand. They opened a new Starbucks. Oh. Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of like getting Coca-Cola when the days of communism ended or something. I guess it's a little bit different. That's more of like a cultural sensation or something. Not because it's like good necessarily. Alright. During the communist times, people were all excited if they could get a Coca-Cola. I guess it's like going to McDonald's. When McDonald's first came to Hungary or whatever. In 1990, whatever. Alright. Whatever. G4 is a horrifying move. You hope you had a nice day so far. What's up? I don't know. I'm a little bit... what's the word? Tired? Oh, I'm tired. I'm kind of tired. Oh no, he has to play Queen F1. I played in a Blitz tournament at the World Senior, but again, I was tired. It was like after the regular round, and I was drinking beer, and I was just like... My Blitz rating is now down to like 2270. My FIDE Blitz rating based on 2 tournaments now. Two bad results, both World Seniors. I lost to some randoms. I lost to two guys at the World Senior and Blitz tournament. It was 3+2, same as this. I lost what was it? 1. I dropped a pawn in the opening against the 2000 and lost. He played really well. And then the other game, who did I lose to? Now I can't remember. Oh, some guy from South America. He was like a candidate master, and I was killing him, but somehow he hung in there and then like blitzed me. It was funny, my former team captain and another IM from Hungary like went all the way there to playing these 2 stupid Blitz tournaments. I went to my hotel and this dude who owes me money is like sitting there in my hotel lobby. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I had to do like a triple take. And I'm like, what? Dude, you owe me like 150,000. He owes me like 200,000 forints or something for not paying me. Why do I play Cheesy Noob and the same players every single game? No, from not paying me for the Hungarian Team Championship. I quit their team because they didn't pay me. They're just deadbeats. And the guy's there. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This guy is there. What is he doing here? You went all the way from Hungary to the World Senior to play in 2 stupid Blitz tournaments? Who does that? That's crazy. That's abnormal. So Cheesy Noob now knows how to play the black side of the Sicilian. Isn't this like Fischer Spassky, 1992? Fischer had another game where he played like B4. How does Cheesy Noob even know this? Cheesy Noob doesn't even play the Sicilian. What the hell's going on here? Do you guys have any info on this? I thought he went there to like troll me or something. I'm like, you're kidding me. I lose the third round to a 2,100, and this dude I hate is like standing outside the room, and then to top it off, I get back to my hotel, and this guy who owes me like 200,000 forints is sitting there. I'm like, this is a great day. Today was a great day, you know. Wow, where is this coming from? Huh. This is really weird. I never saw Cheesy Noob play the Sicilian in his life. And now he's like an expert on the black side of the Rosalimo. What the heck is up with that? That is so crazy. I feel like I'm playing in the World Senior Blitz Tournament again. This is just really bizarre. Wow. He's using no time to play like perfectly. If I wasn't, you know, paranoid, I would think that he was cheating. Shit. Alright. I'm only down one pawn. That's good. So, have you guys ever seen Cheesy Noob ever play the Sicilian in his life? Because I'm just kind of wondering about that. Like, how is that a thing? You just played the black side of the Rosalimo perfectly on your first try ever playing the Sicilian, or what? How many times have I played this guy? He's never played the Sicilian in his life. Oh, he just learned it yesterday. It's like, what? You've had some of those weird days. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, that was a horrible day. You lose this terrible game where you go crazy for no reason, and then you're leaving the room, and the person you hate the most at the whole tournament is like standing there looking at you. You're like, oh, that's good. But anyway, things got better, and I stayed positive, you know. I played a good tournament. I played the first half of the tournament like Mr. Coffee. I played the first half of the tournament like Candidate Master, and I played the second half of the tournament like a strong IM. So when you like average it out, my performance was like FIDE Master or something like that. It wasn't too bad. He's got the bishops again. I mean, anti-bishops. Wow. This is a useful move to get for free. You know, Cheesy Noob is 2197. Have you guys ever seen him higher than that? Probably, but not by a lot. I don't think I've ever seen him 23. 22, 23, 24. He's insanely fast. Man, Zenchess is way ahead of me. But I'm not berserking. There's no way I'm berserking. How is everybody? How was your Halloween? Little Pumpkin. Oh, speaking of Little Pumpkin, Plotkin was there. He had a great tournament, and then he bombed out at the end. The great Plotkin. Last year, I measured my performance in Plotkins, and poor Plotkin was like a draw away from an IM norm, and then everything fell apart. I kind of felt bad for the guy. He's not a bad guy. I just don't like his style, but very solid. Poor guy, like he was literally a draw away, playing his own friend in the 9th round, couldn't hold a draw and couldn't get a norm. Poor guy. You'd think his own friend would give him a draw, but Novik like made him play and beat him. It's really sad. But you got to play your own tournament, though. You know, you can't just be giving people draws because you feel like you want to be a nice guy. Anyway, measuring your tournament in Plotkins. I gained like 1 Plotkin this year. You know, usually I'm like losing Plotkins. I could have gained like 3 Plotkins or 2.5, but I can't believe I lost in the last round. It was so stupid and so typical of me. I had the forced draw. I could have forced like Rook and 2 versus Rook and 3. And of course I saw it, but I was like, oh, I don't want to do that because that would require some like effort and I have to get tortured for a few moves and, you know, I don't want to lose a pawn. So instead I wanted to like make it difficult and freaking lose. I gave away half a point in the last round. I could have forced a drawn 3 and 2. A drawn 3 versus 2. Rook endgame. Easy draw. Saw it, didn't play it because I thought, oh, maybe I even have winning chances. You know, this fantasy. Start thinking about fantasies. Winning chances. I have to admit, like I had fantasies of winning chances in this game where I literally would have been happy to draw. I should have been happy to draw. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here he goes. Entering turbo mode. I just wonder how much caffeine this guy has to imbibe to play like this. Wow. That's incredible. Alright, that's a pretty amazing game by my opponent there. Zenchess is still in first place. It's not that I played for the medal, Mr. Coffee. I just played. I didn't play for a draw. I didn't play for a win. To be honest, I was just playing. And I was just playing the position and I misevaluated it. You know, I thought there was a chance he could lose one of his pawns if I could penetrate in his position with a rook. The problem was he penetrated first. And it was like the reverse of what I wanted. You know, it ended up being the opposite thing happened. Like he penetrated in my position. So it was just a total ridiculous situation. If I was concretely playing for a draw, I would have taken it. You know. I played this really bad looking move, you know, bishop a6 to defend my pawn on c4 in the last round, and it's like it's a move that violates very fundamental principles. Your bishop's misplaced, it's blocked by its own pawn, it's an ugly looking move. I know that, you know, I'm aware of that, but I was like thinking I could just do it temporarily and then bring it back, which is what happened, but I ended up losing a tempo and like lost the game. So, you know, you get tired and start doing, I do weird things, you know, I do weird things. Zenchess zerking. Only 2 zerks, though. Oh, misunderstood. Oh, Zenchess must be berserking. Because Misunderstood berserks every game. So Zenchus just does berserking back. It's working so far for him because he's in first place. Yeah, I don't remember who Misunderstood is. We have how many players now? 19? I know this tournament isn't for everybody. It's fast for me. I try to commentate my games, but honestly, in 3+2, it's sort of retarded, even a waste of time. Try to commentate, and it's not a good idea. I mean, I should just play, just play. But whatever, it's just for fun. I know some of you like the faster time controls. I've played like 3 people in like 10 rounds. That's kind of weird, Why does that happen? The same players just keep playing like millions of games, so you're just much more likely to play them because they're always available. They're always playing another game. I don't know. Asterbait, no games though. Asterbait's been really quiet today. This is a disturbing situation. Okay, knight d4. Knight d4, knight b6. There was a funny game where, who was it? Nimzovich did such a thing. He gave himself an exclamation point for d3, d4. It's a bad stonewall with the knight on d7. You don't want that knight on d7 typically in the stonewall because it's obvious. I should have played probably bishop a3 there. But whatever. This is probably not a great move either. I misplayed this. I misplayed this. That's okay. It's still not a great opening, so we're fine. 95 was a bad move. I hope I'm not being weird, but you have scheduled a live on YouTube, but you're not live there. No, it's not my fault. There's some sort of bug. It's my first stream back, and when I went live, YouTube they had some kind of malfunction. I don't know how to fix it. It did this once before. I didn't know if it was live or not, but it's no big deal. Whatever. Yeah. I thought it was on. Yeah, it has some kind of bug. Whenever I don't stream for a while, that same thing happened last time. When I didn't stream for a while, and I tried to stream on YouTube, it bugged out. Like something's not up to date. This player needs to stop focusing so much on time and try to play good moves instead. It's a very typical kind of mental mistake. They're way too speed oriented and not enough playing for quality. Don't get a bad position. I mean, play good moves. Focus on the position first, and time should be second, not first. Not the other way around. You're trying to play too fast. You hung a piece in the first game. Obviously, in 3+2, you can't take too much time, but they had a good position here. I don't know about this. Maybe I should play bishop f1 in order to avoid possible d4. I don't know, really sleepy for some reason. I don't know what's going on with me. I feel super sleepy. I had a coffee earlier. I should be fine. Oh my god, I just allowed you to do that? That was dumb. Is this a draw? We're never gonna know. Wow, what a move. Okay. I guess I should have played rook c3 there. Mm-hmm. Man, this player is playing very well this game. But we might have a problem here. He has a little problem, a rook issue. By rook or by by rook or by crook. Can I win this position? Is the question now. How do I get in there? Oh no. Oh, that can't be right. That can't be right, master. Are you serious? You think I can't penetrate here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe I can't win this position? It's a blockade. I don't believe it. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. How are you going to keep me out? Oh no. Oh no. Check. Nope. Not today. Your bishop has one square. Oh no, the bad bishop. Oh no. You can't defend the g6 pawn. Look. You can't defend it. How are you going to defend that? Instead of analyzing, I'll just troll people, you know, when I get a winning position. That's one way to defend it. Alright. Stonewall. All that stonewall for nothing. Oh no, the bad bishop can't stop the pawn. That was a good game though. They hung tough. Now HGG is in second place. I'm in fourth place. Why am I so sleepy? I don't understand why I'm so sleepy. Sanchez lost the game. Oh my god. Oh no, HGG. Oh no. Isn't that the Eric Rose and Queen thing? Not enough vitamin B12. Dragonfly Hunter. I heard that dragonflies are high in vitamin B12. Is that true? Maybe I should, maybe I should eat more shark liver. Great white shark liver. Has a lot of iron in it. Great white sharks are very high in iron. Also mercury. They're high in mercury content. Maybe there's just not enough oxygen in here. I have no oxygen. Alright, Zen Chess. Finally, a new opponent. Wow. Dangerous one at that. Mercury. Right? No Roslimo for you. Yeah, everybody's smelling the rat. I just can't believe it. I played like four games now where I wanted to play the Bishop B5 check Sicilian. And you know how many I got? I did get one, but he didn't play it the way I thought he would. At the World Senior, I had literally like everybody avoided it. Everyone who played, like, I played this guy who specializes in the Rosalimo, Bellini, and he didn't play it. I mean, the Bishop B5 check, he didn't play it. He played the Kopek system. I got a terrible position against the Kopek system. That was very, very scary. I was seriously concerned. My opening against Bellini was shaky at best. But I whipped it out of my butt like this classic sludgy, slimy counterattack. Next thing you know, the guy's getting mated. Sharks are very high in microplastics. So are people. See, that's why cannibalism is really on the decline. You know, the average cannibal is trying to cut back on their like microplastic intake. Stupid joke. B4. I almost played D5, but then I realized we both have bad bishops. You know, being a cannibal back in the 70s or 80s was probably all right, but now you're just gonna get tons of microplastics. You know, in the days of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it would have been all right. I'm just saying this because I just watched, you know, Netflix series on monsters. I thought it was better than they gave it like really bad reviews. The latest, you know, monster series. Cannibal autism as an all-time high. Cannibal skin cancer rates. They've all started tanning because of JFK's influence. JFK. RFK Jr., in other words. Yeah, tanning's really good for you, right? A new study found, what? Gabapentin? What the hell is gabapentin? In order to know, what is gabapentin? 3X dementia. If only I knew what gabapentin was, maybe I could do something with that. Does anyone know what that is? It's a brand name. Oh, it's used for diabetic neuropathy and neuropathic pain. It's a diuretic. A diuretic diabetic. All right. Yeah, I have weird brain pain. What's wrong with my brain? Immediately, yeah. I feel like brain fog, tired. I mean, what the heck? I gotta stop being impatient here. I want to do like rook takes b2 because it's fancy, but that's a stupid reason to play a freaking move. I mean, maybe I have compensation. I guess I have compensation. Okay, fine. But should I really do this? You know, that's the million-dollar question. Gaba what? Gaba gaba? Gaba gaba. Poor, oh my god. Poor Bellini. He had to sacrifice his queen. It was very bad. I had a little run, and then lost the last game. Ugh. Yeah, that's subtle. The ultra subtle rook g3. And then, the next move is rook h3. Move 11, gifting a tier 1 sub to Dr. Chip Chance. Very hard to say what's now. Nowadays, people watch YouTube videos to learn how to play chess. Oh, bishop takes f5. Hey, that's a neat move. I like that. Rook takes g7, check. King takes, check. That's fine. Some crazy shit going on here. Tactic and counter-tactic. C3. Queen A4. Bishop C2. A double exchange sacrifice. Whoa, what just happened? Hype train incoming for no reason at all. I love these new hype trains that just happen for no reason at all. It makes it so much more unpredictable. I have brain fog train. I didn't have brain fog till the stream started. Maybe there's just not enough oxygen in my office. Because I had the windows closed. The door closed. It's those late season mosquitoes. I was telling like Alonso Zapata at the World Senior that I hate mosquitoes. I'm very allergic to them. He doesn't understand. He's from fucking Colombia. They must have millions of mosquitoes. I mean, come on, man. I imagine Colombia has mosquitoes like 12 months out of the year. So I'm getting bit by mosquitoes in like November. He's surprised when I'm like, I get attacked by mosquitoes in November. Are you serious? You're from like a equatorial country almost? I can't open the window. I won't be able to sleep at night, you know? He got years. Yeah, I know. We talked about all kinds of stuff. Great. But it's great to have someone to hang out with and talk to who's not an idiot, you know? Alonso Zapata, Grandmaster from Colombia, he told me the secret to chess is the three fundamental principles of the game. Do you want to hear it? You guys ever been to like a crash course in like selling real estate? He was like, location, location, location. Okay, that's cute. I don't know, man. He's a good salesman. He should have been selling used cars, or he could like analyze any position with you and like convince you that, you know, whatever he says is true, but then you look at the computer and it's like he's bullshitting you. Still, very good player. Some people have, you know, Emery Tate used to like lie about his positions, convince people that he was a genius. I imagine mosquitoes in Colombia are pretty big. But he lives in like Atlanta now. Look, even Atlanta. You're telling me mosquitoes, they must be year round, bro. Like imagine mosquitoes in Atlanta. They started like a zombie apocalypse. The Walking Dead. Alright, so Gia Shaki, another crazy player. Mosquitoes have people, and they have. Yeah, I asked Alonso about, you know, the hippos in Colombia. The night end game you had against Doherty at World Senior was so tense. Yeah, well, there's these people who, like, my teammate, my former team captain, who's, like, raving about how I was -10. Yeah, well, it's -10 if you analyze with a computer, but if you're, like, looking at, you know, at it as a human, you don't realize you're -10. CDC. Yeah, the CDC is in Atlanta. So not just zombies. But Alonso plays for, he still keeps his Colombian flag and lives in the United States. The same way I keep my American flag and live in Hungary. He said he might play in the US Masters, which is this month. Move 11. You could go to Charlotte and play in the US Masters. It's in like 2 weeks. Charlotte Chess Center. If you can't play in the National Chess Congress, maybe you could do the US Masters. Get your Masters. Poor Alonso got sick. He was having a great start. I started bad and he started great. And he was like one of the leaders in the 65 group. Then we flipped and he started doing horrible and I started doing great. I felt kind of bad for him. He gave me all this free advice, and he started like collapsing. He's a veterinarian. But I guess he's still a doctor, right? Is RFK Jr. a doctor? No, wait. He's a doctor of veterinary science. Is that what you call it? Why would I move my knight off of g5? I guess I can. Because I can. Epidemiologist. Something has kicked in. Yo, so you're an epidemiologist. You discover why, like, pangolins caused COVID and stuff like that. So that's why he's presenting at the CDC. He can tell us which animal, like, is going to cause the next, like, human-based plague. Oh, now you're an epidemiologist. Are you serious? You have 2 degrees now? 2 degrees of Kevin Bacon. That's so cool. Oh, I thought he was doing just veterinary stuff. That's crazy to be a veterinarian and a doctor. That's insane. Do you have Asian mosquitoes in Hungary? I don't know, man, but we have mosquitoes like 12 months a year. It's really annoying. So I'm suffering from oxygen deprivation because I can't open the window, because if I do, I'll get mosquitoes and they'll bite me like while I'm trying to sleep. So I have a choice between dying of mosquitoes or dying of oxygen deprivation. I need like an oxygen tank. Yeah, right, you're in Slovenia. Yeah, it's something like that here too. It must explain the same thing. It's the same thing, because they weren't always here, you know. They're like year-round mosquitoes. Yeah, very annoying. And I'm highly allergic to them, you know, so if I get bit, I'm like itchy for like hours. It's horrible. I need to like eat garlic or something so they won't bite me. Oh no, antimicrobial resistance and STDs. Dude, that's scary stuff. The good thing is that AI can be used for something constructive. One of the only constructive things I've seen so far is that AI can help us find new kinds of, like, you know, antibiotics, right? Mesquite grilled chicken. Mosquito grilled chicken. There's there's a lot of problems with increasing antibiotic resistance, right? So global health. But anyway, they're not gonna like eliminate the Department of the Department of Education, Department of Health Department is gonna be eliminated or something. That would make sense. Why don't they just delete the Department of Health? Deleted. RFK Jr. has caused an increase in interest in tanning again. Somewhere some My Pillow guy is probably selling tanning beds like never before. Zenchess, I'm right behind you. We have 51 minutes left. I will never give my liberty to a clanker. Right. Well, hopefully, you know, Elon Musk will be on Mars by then. Alright. Anywhere but here, right? Ooh, I played e4, e5 against Zenchess. Whatever possessed me to do that? Why did I do that? Why would I play e4, e5 in a blitz tournament? No. That wasn't part of the plan. I know, right? But you figure Elon Musk, with all his money, he'll be able to outlive us, Mr. Coffee. We're just regular, regular guys. We might be around the same age as Elon Musk, but with all that extra money, he can probably make it. He'll probably be cloned. As if he isn't already. Alright, what do I do now? Cloning wars. The clone wars. So Zen chess bishop b3. That seems kind of slow. Did I miss a chance to play bishop g4? Zebra arthritis. Arthritis is increasing. It's well known. Arthritis has steadily been increasing among zebras. Or zebra, if you prefer, in Hungarian. Deborah the zebra. Deborah. Ooh. Right, you go bishop d7. If you don't know what to do, play bishop d7. It's a great square. Oh, I don't like this anymore. Release now. What am I doing? Going back? I can't calculate. I have brain fog. Brain fog. What the hell am I doing, man? God, I love the complexity of STDs. Can you... You're a sick puppy. And he likes testing them in real time. He's probably injecting himself with STDs. Like, he's the Dr. Frankenstein of STDs. Has anybody seen Del Toro's Frankenstein, by the way? Okay. We're in second place and playing the leader. But it's close. 23, 20, 19, 18, 16. Man, Zenchus just refuses to, like, release the tension. Fear of tension release. Sounds like a research paper. You're suffering from, it sounds like a sexual frustration. Anyway, enough of that now. Sorry, too much information. No, but he's right. He's right. It's good. He's all good. Totally reasonable to keep tension. Why not? You out-tensioned me. And I played knight b8. A 14-year-old sexually active male. He's way ahead of me. He was way ahead of me. But I'm not naming names. It'd be even more interesting if he was, like, sexually inactive. Alright. There. Like, the Holy Virgin of STDs. If people start getting STDs without sexual activity, then we really have to worry. Well, they do, right? Blood donors. Alright. Man, I'm so slow. Frog. I don't know why I said frog randomly. It sounds like fog. Take. Is that Andrew Tang? So Andrew Tang is the take guy? How about the World Cup? Is anybody following the World Cup? I like the regular games, but I hate when it turns into Blitz. Then it just becomes stupid again. It's just a Blitz tournament at that point. Faustino Oro, highlighted by Lee Chess for beating Ante Burkic, who I played a couple years ago. I was clearly better, but didn't have the killer instinct. Faustino Oro beat him in 5+3 or something. I mean, it's stupid, dude. I hate when that happens. Tournaments come down to stupid Blitz games. Come on. Damn, Zinchess. Zinchess has the quickness. Preventing Rook D1. No way. No way. He played Knight G1. That's a great move. I was hoping for Bishop F1, but he wouldn't retrieve his Bishop off C4. Ah, so frustrating. But anyway, you caved. You still caved. But you want to play Rook D1? Okay. We're slowly gaining a little bit of momentum here. But I'm handicapped by having no ability to calculate. I have literally no ability to calculate because of this weird brain fog. Can't really explain it. Why do I randomly have brain fog tonight? You know, most people love animals. You would think you're a veterinarian, you would say, I love animals more than people. My parents used to say that. But you love diseases. That's the definition of a sick person. Speaking of Dr. Frankenstein, if you love... What am I doing? Illegal moves now? You love diseases more than people? You might be a sick puppy. Alright. Oh no, he's caving. He's got no plan. Where's his plan? Oh no. He's hanging in there. Oh no, F4. The F4 square. Have no fear, the F4 square is here. Oh no, you trapped my queen. Keeps coming up with Zwischenzugs. Maybe I should play queen takes knight. Oh. Alright. You just have to remain calm. The shelf. F4 is the shelf. F4 is the best shelf square. I lost another one of those Queen's Indian structures where there's a shelf on F5. Like, Michalewski didn't really use the F5 square, but it was there, you know. It always bothers me. You have, like, hanging pawns on C5 and D5, and the opponent could maybe put queen on F5, or, like, bishop on F5, knight on F5. I was really worried about that. I hate that. Zen just played a good game. He was clearly better. Had more time. But he didn't have a clear plan. I think he was like almost winning, like spatially speaking. We have how much time left? 41 minutes. Yeah, the London system, right? Crime is not paying well. No, it does in the Trump administration. I can't believe he pardoned the Binance guy. Have you ever seen such open corruption in the United States? It's unbelievable. Let's talk politics. And I'm thirsty too. I don't know what's with me. Really, there's no oxygen in here. I think that's what it is. Why do I feel so weird? The only other possibility is a very bad one. You know, that I like have some sort of disease like COVID or something. G5, that's a crazy move. Because you have no white square bishop. Oh no. The G5, H5 attack. I'm like drooling. Richard Rapport. See, I was talking about shelf square. Against Mikulewski, I had to put my queen on e6. Right? There you go. Exactly. Exactly. So now what do you do? Queen c2? No, rook c1. Threatening rook c8 check. Uh-oh. I also have bishop a3. This is like over. Bishop a3 is just... Black is done. I could have played bishop a3. But then they can kick me out, though. You know, maybe this is better. I don't know. So I'm just winning the rook. Rook me. Do you want to still play bishop a3 check? I don't see the point. Now it's very tempting. It's very tempting to play something crazy like rook takes h5. It's not that crazy, but nah, I don't think it's a good idea. There's a weak white squares. Misunderstood is in first place. So how did they do that? Where did they come from? They were never a leader. They were never a leader. Now, you know Misunderstood has got to be a Smurf account. Actually, they have 1 million games, so maybe not. They couldn't have 1 million games on multiple accounts. Do I know you? Maybe their idea is to play rook a6. How do I checkmate, like, black here? There's a mate. It'd be funny if there was. Rook h6, bishop takes d5 check. Oh, you did do rook a6, okay. No, I said rook h6. H. I hate you. God, I hate you. Rook h6. Alright, that's enough now. I'm going to have to time you out for citing specific STDs. Check. Oh no. Oh no. What could possibly go wrong? Cryotromial STDitis. My queen's not hanging anymore, that's good. I don't know where to begin. Where do we begin? Begin at the beginning. Do you feel comfortable? Have a seat. Begin at the beginning. End at the end. gotta be a mate here somewhere. I can just feel it. King walk. Oh no. Always mate with the lowest form of life. Sounds like something Dr. Chipchance would agree with. Oh no. You need to finish writing this procedure. Grindr, isn't that a dating app for like lesbians and gays? I thought so, but I'm not sure. No stigma. I'm straight, but that's fine. Oh, I'm back in first place. Misunderstood, though, has lost a lot of games. They're getting a lot of threes, though. They're getting those single berserk wins without a streak. They're stacking up on those. Yeah, it's crazy to berserk. It's kind of crazy. But it's a different attitude toward the game. Oh, don't tell me like Sanchez left. No, he's... What happened? He's playing. Alright. I play Misunderstood. Misunderstood. I don't know who Misunderstood is. Oh no. You know who this is, right? Are you guys serious? We had some fanatical player who played the Mora, right? Who was that again? That's definitely... I think somebody like cheated against me with B4. Wasn't it? I don't know. Misunderstood. So something with E5? Do you have that? I could play 94. Misunderstood. Hanging out with Mark Esserman too much is never a good thing. For many reasons. Alright, we'll try this. The problem with the Mora is that it's a terrible opening against strong players. So, if you play it, you can only play it against bad players successfully. Otherwise, the best you can get is a draw. So it's really not a great idea. For Blitz, it's okay. But for real chess, it's not. So if you only play Blitz and you don't play real chess, you can play it and deceive yourself into thinking that it's a good opening or something. But it's actually not a great opening. There are way better ways to play with the white pieces. And my argument is that, and I think it's a good argument, the Mora is a waste of the white pieces. But I mean, there's far worse openings, right? I would say, okay, objectively, the Mora Gambit is probably in the same caliber as the Birds. Or on the same caliber with the Birds, something like that. Birds is the words. Objectively. Another opening that, sure, in Blitz, it's got to be fine. You have enough compensation for the pawn just about. But I don't get, like, writing a book about it or, pretending that it's a great opening. Because at that point, you're just selling people, like, bullshit. Alright, let's see how we're going to do this. F4 looks like a good try. Objectively. So he's starting to open the position. It is kind of annoying. I want to secure this. Secure that shit, Lieutenant. Okay. Everything's protected. That's not good. That's not good that all your ratings are the same. That means you're like manipulating your own rating. That's not really correct, you know? So I need a good move now. Rook takes a2. Probably not a bad idea. What's a pawn between friends? Okay. So who's going to own up to being misunderstood? Joined 2 years ago. So they made that many games. They played that many games in that amount of time. Imagine how many accounts they could create in like 8 years or 9 years. This is getting creepy. Okay. Always keep an eye on the diagonal. Just the long diagonal. E4 pawn. White plays e4 on move 1, right? We got Master of Survival. 1600 Blitz, 2100 in Rapid. Dude, that is suspicious. Come on. I don't know, man. Sorry, that's not gonna fly. There's too much difference between your rating. I mean, come on. I can't accept that player. It's just too much. How the heck are you like 1600, 2100? 500 point gap between your Blitz and Rapid? Not enough games? Nah. Kel Art. Knight f3 is like my defensive move when I have like brain fog and I don't know what to do. I have mosquito trauma. I'm afraid to open the windows. I have post-mosquito traumatic disorder. I'd rather suffocate. Would you rather die of suffocation or mosquitoes? I'll take the suffocation any day. I'm not claustrophobic at all. Or I've got to order like oxygen tank for my room. I just can't stand to be like bitten by mosquitoes. It's horrible. This is lame, I know. But you're supposed to do that in the structure a lot. It's a contest, I guess, about whose like bishop is worse. I have a bad bishop, but you have a bad bishop, and maybe your bad bishop is worse than my bad bishop. I think that's a good way of looking at this kind of structure. The structure is equal, but whose bishop is worse? Your bishop could get to f8 sometimes, and mine can go to c4. Misunderstood. We must have played before. That B4 thing. You have poison covered mosquito nets? Mosquito nets are a good idea. Mine just isn't foolproof. I have one, but it's very weak. There's like gaps in it. They get through. I went to Gallipoli in Italy. Like the first minute I walked in the hotel, I got a mosquito bite. I was like, oh my god. But then it was just like unlucky because there weren't that many mosquitoes. It doesn't rain that much. If it rained, when it rained, I got a mosquito bite, but otherwise it was alright. Because it's near the water. You're on the water. I mean, but it's not as bad as like South Jersey. South Jersey was horrible at the beach, the Jersey Shore. Mosquito Central. Italian food for mosquitoes. Humid environment. They used to spray like DDT in trucks. I'm sure that's good for you. I remember being a kid and the trucks would roll by spraying the stuff. We'd have to like close the windows. That's probably why I have brain fog now. And that fluoride, I was using fluoride. Oh my god. RFK Jr. is gonna like make a fortune for dentists. Did you know that they're working on growing new teeth though? Like really? I think we're close. We're close to the stage where science is gonna be able to actually grow people. Or even possibly like engineer a way for people to regrow their teeth. Not science fiction. So dentistry would be like totally screwed. The worst. Computer science and dentistry. Worst career paths you could take. Queen c5, I love that move. That's so awkward. You know what? I don't want to move my knight yet. Thanks everybody for joining us. We had a hype train and a gift sub for move 11, but other than that, it's been kind of quiet. Knight a5. Always good in these types of positions. I don't know. Keller seems like a tough player, but he's out of his element here. He's normally fast. Quite fast. And I think it feels like he's not in his usual place. Although, you know what? I played really well. He is 51%. I hope not. Yeah, scary. Invest in tanning beds. Whatever happened to the My Pillow guy? Has he been like forgiven or whatever? Pardoned for being a scam artist? Mike Lindell? I'm surprised he's not a member of the Trump administration. Imagine how much of a loser you'd have to be to like not be like chosen as a member of the Trump administration or given like a cabinet post. How bad is Mike Lindell? Because like they're all like third string losers. Like the entire administration is made up of third string losers. Imagine how much of a loser you'd have to be to like not get a cabinet position. Jesus Christ, bro. RFK Jr., Pam Bondi, JD Vance, all of these people, Kash Patel. It's like a circus. Tulsi Gabbard. Last year at the World Senior, Alex Shabalov said he likes Tulsi Gabbard. I was like, what? What? Is this like a sexual thing or some sort of fetish? What do you mean you like You like Tulsi Gabbard. Are you like a Russian informant or something? What the hell is he talking about? I thought the guy was like a smart guy. Why would you like Tulsi Gabbard? Oh no. Did I blunder? I guess it's like a MILF thing. But he couldn't have been talking about like politics from a political perspective. What's he talking about? So now Kellard is like in motor mode. I guess he just likes the silver streak in her hair or something. Damn, dude. I hung a piece. So Kellard has really reached his this is his bread and butter apparently. When he's like low on time with a lost position. It reminds me of Ripunj Bonsel. Sponsel. Oh my god. You're responsible. Send me your responsible. You're irresponsible. Irresponsible. Oh no. You're irresponsible. Dude, it's like he's a bullet pro. Oh my god. But if you force him to have to like come up with a concrete plan, he apparently has issues. Whoa, again with the trick. Oh, no way, I got lucky. That was a close one. Dude, I didn't know how dangerous this guy is in terms of just playing for time. That's horrible. You don't resign now? In an increment, 3+2? Wow. I'm still in first place. So I feel like I have brain fog, but my brain still functions. What does that mean, Jesse, bro? What does that mean? I have vascular dementia? You can't play the Sicilian against this guy. You play D4? He plays D4. He, she, it, they. Oh no, the Kraken? Kraken door. Bishop F4. Oh no, it's a London. Wait. Oh, this was the line, right? What am I doing? No. I'm thinking Bishop E3. Now, what's my line against Bishop F4? Oh, you just did that. Wow. I don't know. Is that good? It might be. Shit. I might be in trouble. Wait a sec. Oh, I think I fell into some kind of trap. That's weird, dude. That's really weird. I don't remember this happening before. Okay. That's weird. I don't think this has ever happened in one of my games before. Okay. But it's not the Smith-Morra. It just plays one on TV. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Also. Fine. I've only played this account once. Are you serious? That's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. I've only played the account once. I assumed this is someone that I had played before. Wow. It's about time. Weird. Queen e2, what a natural move. Crazy. Oh, this is difficult. I know who this is. It's some kind of multiple counter that I played before, but I can't remember. Maybe it was someone I banned. I can't remember. It's been so long ago, you know. There's no way this isn't someone that I know. Yeah, I'm lost now. You can't win them all. This is weird. They went that away. Which way did he go? He went that away. Take this one. Weird. No way. Way. Don't you hate it when people do that? That's a crazy move. This is really strange. This whole game. He's like too fast and too good. The combination of both is like overwhelming. Hung a piece before. This is pretty unnatural, I would argue. You gotta be kidding me. This is unnatural. How could the player be that strong in this time control when they're like only 2200 in bullet? I don't understand something. I don't understand who this is. You know, I really don't understand now. This is very weird. Who is this? GM Smurfette? I don't understand who you are. Then you've been like deceiving me the whole time about who you're supposed to be, because that's very strange. You know, who you pretended to be is someone who's not like a master strength chess player. That's very odd, you know. I don't really get what you're at, what your deal is. You're pretending to be someone who was like you're pretending to be someone who was like a really class like lower rated player, and then like you knew me, and now you're like this like very strong bullet player. So you're like two different people. I don't get it. Like I completely don't understand who that's supposed to be, you know. I don't like that, you know. That's weird. I don't like when people play with you and they pretend to be someone that they're not. That's not really cool. I don't mind losing, but the games about like pretending about your identity, that's really weird. I'm not accepting this. I don't want to play games with people pretending about like who they are and trying to be funny and weird mental games. That's very strange. So I'm not interested. I don't mind playing chess, but be honest about who you are. That's all I'm asking. Or be completely anonymous. But don't play games pretending you're like somebody that you're not. You know? Alright. Next game. Or obviously like letting other people play in your account is also very strange. We don't want to do that. I don't do that here. So I don't like people trolling me and stuff. It's not funny and it's not cool. If you're not going to be honest about your identity, then you're not going to play here. Because you completely misled me. That's weird. Alright, last game. Looks like. After reading their bio, I concluded it could be anyone. Well, no, it's not anyone. It's someone that knew people that I know and knows me. But I don't like playing games. Mind games. Other than chess. But you have to be really kind of a specific person to play the Mora Gambit. That's just gross. Like you took lessons with Mark Esserman or something. That's disgusting. Did you see how strong that player is tactically? Where that came from? How fast they are? It's unbelievable. Like a very, 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 very fast player who manipulates the ratings and sets them all at 2205. That's like against the terms of service of Lee Chess, first of all. Playing games with your rating is totally uncool. We don't advocate that here. Alright. Kel Art. We had this before. He got a good position. See, this is what we're talking about. Same thing, but different position. same bad bishop, same bad bishop, but this guy has now bishop f8. I had this once against a Serbian guy. I think white's got nothing, probably. Is anybody still out there? Yeah, 97. I practically told you to play that. What am I going to do? Obviously. Look, Ma, no bad bishops. Alright, well, what am I going to do? Mr. Coffee. Yeah, you don't get these types of positions. I had this once before. 5 years ago against some Serbian IM. Shredojevic. I probably have nothing. The exchange of pawns like favors black. So the best thing to do is just not get this kind of position. The knight coming to d4 is very bad. Now maybe I consider playing bishop f6, even though it's black's bad bishop. I trade off the bishop pair, and I just kind of try to be solid. I have to, the first step when you have a problem is admitting you have a problem, right? I have to admit that I'm worse, and I messed up the opening. Masturbate. Please don't let this other player... I thought Misunderstood left the arena, and they're playing another game now. How did that happen? Misunderstood is like a grandmaster. Bullet grandmaster. It's arena grandmaster. I think Misunderstood is an arena grandmaster. I thought they were married to a grandmaster, but apparently that is a distinct possibility. Married to a grandmaster. But you're not allowed to let your grandmaster husband like play in your account. That's not cool. So what am I doing here? Married to your work. Or other friends for that matter. Or your friends who are like, 2,400 bullet players, 2,600 bullet players. Looks like an exchange. It doesn't look like an exchange kings in the end. You want to know the truth? You're absolutely positively wrong. It's very important. Mad NPC. It's very important that you're wrong about that. Why are you wrong? Because you are, right? What am I doing? So this player is like a freaking genius with the bullet play when they get low on time. What's the definition of a King's Indian, right? How does it, how do you know it's a King's Indian? What makes it a King's Indian? What makes it a queen pawn game? Look at this. Look at this. Where's this coming from? Okay. Okay. What am I doing? Oh my god. They're a genius. I'm going to lose. It's the same thing as last time. Oh my god. What am I trying to do here? I'm going to lose? No way. What am I doing? I'm like a retard. Why does Keller play so badly and then so well when they have no time left? I don't understand that. They're like horrible until they have a lost position and then they become like a genius. How does that work? Seriously. How much time is left in this arena? Oh no. So they have to play the move. Now it's a King's Indian because I played c4. Now it's a King's Indian. Wait, what? The arena's over. Oh no, this game's not going to count. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, that doesn't count. The dude tied me. This player tied me. Are you fucking kidding me? How? Oh, because Misunderstood lost on purpose? Or what happened? Misunderstood beat me and then lost on purpose. And then ruined the tournament for me. Allowing this player to tie for first. That's awesome. Thank you so much. At least I won on tiebreak. Somewhat disturbingly. But, you know, deservedly. What was that about, dude? What was this last game about? You lost to them? You're a grandmaster against me, and now you lost to them? What? What are you doing? What is that? Oh my god, dude. This is disgusting. Yeah, now I understand. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. That's disgusting. That's disgusting what you did there. That's not chess. Why are you in my stream? All right, guys, I gotta go. We're gonna be back Thursday. So serious chess players can join us for analysis stream on Thursday. But no more bullshit. You know, that's really disgusting. All right, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Thanks for playing. Congratulations to me for first place. Haha. Still didn't catch me. Bye bye.